Alrighty, well, what's going on? HFDL community, we are back again with another cast coming at you today. We got Don't Blink versus the band of Misfits in the Challenger division. My name is Exus, and I'm joined today by my co-caster.
It's your boy, the undrafted, aka Killshot, no team. I'm here. My first cast. I'm very excited for this. Should be an interesting game. Especially, I want to see that Nova gameplay. I like. Ooh, anytime I see her play the game, it just. I just want to get just good at her. I just want to get. It's just amazing. I don't know how to explain it. She's just amazing at the game, and I want to be just like her.
She is a fantastic player
In
and a
the chat.
more fantastic production manager. So looking forward to seeing how she's going to be playing throughout this set here, as both these squads, I'm sure, have been putting in the work to see how they can all bring out these dubs to, I guess, give themselves a great record heading into the beginning of the regular season. So, any thoughts before we head into these matches? Kill shot.
No, I actually have no information about any of these teams, so this is gonna be just interesting to watch. I have no idea to what to expect at all.
Honestly, I'm in the same boat. Also, I just want to give a big shout out to Oath, the cameraman behind the scenes, as he will be doing a fantastic job camming both these squads to get the best picture perfect quality in these team fights as possible. And yeah, any information on our girl Nova? Do you know what role she'll be running it down in?
I believe it's either mid or ADC. I know that's like two of her best roles. So, but I think I'm more leaning to that ADC.
I cannot wait to see some ADC action then, as
I would pull out that signature picture Blanque.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Can respect a another left click holder, so gonna see what she can do in that dual lane then. As I don't really know how many people have joined up in this lobby yet. Hopefully they're gonna be getting down to business pretty soon so we can get these pick bands going.
Yeah, I interested to see the teams and roles because I have no idea how they're gonna draft their team at all. Since it's basically a whole new team, and I'm interested to see if they would actually be well put together. Because I don't like since they're new. I want to know how well they're playing at the game as so far.
Yeah, definitely. We don't even know if these teams have been practicing at all. As some teams have been practicing together, others not so much. Going to be interested to see if these teams have been playing together. I know Novo has been on the game quite a bit,
Slamming
so
those casual cues, their
s-
team.
definitely slamming the keys. So if they've been practicing together, it could be scary for the other squads. So we'll see what they have in store for us.
Yeah, as we just wait for the game to start.
Yeah, I guess so. Don't really
Ooh, yeah. So, hot seat. Any random questions? Anything? Oh, never
Oh,
mind. Okay,
are they
no
starting?
questions.
Oh, perfect. Here we go. PBs are going down. I can actually see who's playing on both these squads, and already, I don't
Oh,
know. I think I'm going to be leaning towards Nova's squad.
yeah, they're looking pretty strong. I know one big name there, Royal. If he's playing like anything he plays season one, I'm pretty sure this team's well set
Yeah,
for victory.
definitely. I'm not sure if Royal's going to be playing up in solo or mid. I've seen him play both, so interested to see which role he's going to be locking down. As we're seeing bands getting underway already, Uller being taken off by the
Immediately.
Misfits, and Kali being looked at by uh, by the other team. Arachne going away, so we're already seeing these auto attack based junglers being taken off the list immediately.
They hadn't exactly knew what they were going into as soon as band started.
Yeah, I definitely think they're both these teams are going for their traditional bands, as haven't really met yet, so not too sure who's good at what. Cleo also being looked at being taken off the table. So another high priority jungler or even high pressure solo laner has been taken off. So then completing the trio for Don't Blink, taking Baka off the charts too. So that's three
I
auto attack
really
junglers.
don't like these auto attackers.
Yeah, these auto attack junglers are high priority, are really strong right now in the meta. So they're don't want to deal with them at all. Baka and Kali being two of the more predominant ones. Arachne maybe not so much, but both solid bans. And lastly, topping it off, Jing Wei is going to be banned by the band of Misfits. So strong, debatably the strongest ADC in the game right now. Most people will say she's the best. So
Definitely strong, especially how the way the builds are going right now. Even either with stacking and then high crit, she just fits well into that.
doing very
Mm.
well in her respected role. And first pick, Nathan Apollo is selecting Trinabog. I've seen this go in carry. I've also seen this played in solo. So
Yeah, this honestly can go anywhere.
it's a big flex pick going for. You could even play it in mid. So ADC mid or solo with the priority.
It just
Um,
offers a lot of rotation opportunities.
yeah, the global
And then they
ultimate
pick up Geb here.
and Gab
I
and
mean, strong pick, strong pick. And
Nua
Nua, is
also
he
being
hovering?
selected.
Oh
So
no, he locks it in. Okay.
I have seen some talk about Nua being a stronger mid laner over the last few patches. That ultimate she has too, where she's guaranteed to hit everyone on the map, is also strong more towards the late game. But we'll find some uses for uh, getting vision on the map too with the ultimate.
Yeah, she's for sure good, but like if you have a really good jungler or even a solo laner who can just run her down, then she's not good at all. She's not gonna get any utility out of anything.
Yeah, it's really all just going to come down to how she's executed. And looking on the other side for Don't Blink, there's Bastet being locked as Achilles hovered and locked in as well. Achilles being another strong soul laner, pretty much just a massive bully. And Bastet just being a really strong jungler as well. The gank potential is just so strong on this god. So
Yeah. Ooh, a Wheelix though, the counter match.
I do like the Awilix pickup, going right towards that Bastet.
Anytime that Best has a chance to jump in, a Wheelix is just gonna pull her back.
Yep, and that's for certain. And gotta make sure that she has those beads on tap, or it's going to be a big problem for this Bastet. As more second ban phase going through, Athena getting taken away on the ban of Misfits. So
Try to
trying
shut
to
down
take
that
away
global
that.
pressure.
Yeah, I think that's the name of the game here. Already enough global pressure with that Trinabog alone. So couldn't imagine a Trinabog, ulting over and then being Athena altered as well. It could be a big problem. And then they top it off with the Izanami ban, so a lot of pressure for that duo lane gone, and Arthur being taken away from the solo lane. So, and Bologna after that. So, really trying to put down that solo lane with two more big picks being taken away from that role. Also, Steel, stop hacking the stream. You should be playing Smite. We see these last four picks being looked at as lots of time on the board. Cullen is going to be locked in, and I have no doubts that this Cullen will be seeing the solo in action against the Achilles.
Never know. What if that's a Wheelix solo?
Not against it. I just don't know if that's the matchup you're looking for towards the Achilles.
That would be too safe at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Chang'e being locked in. Haven't seen Chang'e too much, but have heard some talk that she is on the rise with
I mean, yeah, she's just pretty safe, you know. If you don't want to lose pressure or just die fast, like you just lock in Chang'e. You can't go wrong with that.
definitely not. Having a lot of utility with this character too. The built-in beads is always nice. Healing, a big stunny ult. Lastly, to top off this draft for the ADC lane is going to be Artemis against the Trinidad by the looks of it. So Artemis being a really dominant late game ADC, tons of damage output towards later, has tons of great self peel for herself as well with Tusky, the the boar. So lots of good potential for both teams, and I'm interested to see how this plays out. This is gonna definitely be a good battle, and
It should be a good set here.
Nova is actually going to be playing in the mid lane, so
All right,
interested to see how she does there.
just from the draft, what team are you more leaning towards?
Um, Draft wise, I'm liking the band of Misfits here. I think the amount of utility they have, if they can get to late game, I think they're gonna be the higher up team to win this one. I do think that Don't Blink though does have a solid draft and can answer back, but if executed properly, I think the band of Misfits have this one.
Very true. I feel like this all could go wrong if the bat set just like focuses Artemis and Nuwa, because they can't really get away. So if they get prioritized in the fights and they just die, it's not gonna look good for them.
Definitely have to agree with you there. As drafts are locked in, we're ready to take you into game one of a band of Misfits versus Don't Blink. Gonna twiddle my thumbs until we get into the game.
Yeah, just kind of awkward.
Yeah, I was just like,
Uh,
well, I mean, I thought I was gonna, yeah.
yeah,
Well,
just a little bit delay.
so how
But
you
yeah,
doing
yeah.
today? A lot of potential combos with the Seal going with the Cataclysm with the Geb has lots of potential there. Lots of follow up with the Clay Soldiers burst.
I don't know if Don't Blink team synergizes well together, like the god wise. I don't see that working out. It just feels so weird,
It's
like just looking at it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I don't know, like as far as combinations go in terms of Don't Blink, I'm not entirely sure what the initiation is gonna be off of. Maybe the like Achilles shield bash, or maybe like a Bastet ult. They gotta do something to group. I feel like group the gods for a Chang'e to get a really nice
Yeah, fatty.
like yeah, fatty like waxing moon ult. I think that would be like big for her. But like I feel like they definitely need to try and surround them all for the Chang'e to get that big ult. As the more people she stuns, the longer they stay stunned for, which means she gets a 5-man ult, it's a 5-second stun across the board, and you can do a lot with that.
Yeah, for sure. Interested to see how Tragic Fox is gonna play this. Is he gonna be rotating a lot or standing in lane more?
Um, I definitely think that the rotations are going to be more centric on the Don't Blink comp. I think if the Trinity bot can find early pressure and find a good ultimate, um, and really get some value out of it, I think it's going to be a big decision maker here for how this bottles out towards this Trino. They definitely do have a lot of rotation power for the Misfits with the Allelics,
Yeah,
but it's all going to be really dictated on how if they can find early picks or how they play with their pressure here, and that's the biggest question mark here. As we're going to find out the answer real soon, as everyone is loaded in almost. The game is almost ready to go. Don't Blink versus Misfits. Here we go. As finally everyone loaded in the game, we're gonna see how these players are gonna be starting off their builds here. I assume we're not gonna be seeing anything too crazy off the board here. See the
I
cowl being
wonder.
looked at immediately by Tragic Fox, going the Transcendence route, and Benevolence being picked up by the Ganesha as well, a giant dog. So gonna be looking for those early healings as well. Both Soul Laners having identical builds. A little bit different in the jungle though, as we see both Blinks being picked up, but looking like an early Transcendence is going to be looked at by Royal, as um, the Dreadizer is going to be looking for the Jotun startup. So Also, mana pots being picked up by Royal in instead of the hog. So we'll see if that benefits him or if it's going to hurt him later. As Diva's also looks like it's going to be looked at by Dark. So thinking it's looking pretty good. Pretty standard stuff. A little bit of build diversity, I
Minions
will
have
say. So that's
spawned.
always nice to see.
Okay, there we are. Ooh,
Uh,
he's going for Sab's going for gem here. I thought he would definitely go for standard times. Let's see how that plays out for him.
Yeah, interested to see how this gem is really gonna pay off for the new wall. I don't hate it. I do think the damage will prove useful. Although I feel like might see a some sort of cooldown being picked up pretty early. Maybe that might be like a full Deso or something.
Just if you go standard times in the new wall, you usually have more damage.
Yeah, frenzy
Oh,
pop
he might
immediately
win.
right off the first wave by Seal. But it doesn't look like there's going to be anything after that. They both take the 2 right away. We're going to see if they're going to go right into a fight. Looking a lot of damage exchange, more so towards Misfit taking the brunt of it.
I'm
As
taking
Dark,
heavy damage.
yeah, Dark taking a decent amount of damage right there, but nothing too much in danger. Going to be able to heal up with any additional potions, or especially with that that T1 Diva Cowl is going to provide a lot of early life steal for the Artemis. Good pressure right now by Don't Blink. They're gonna want to try and maybe clear this wave and look for look to steal that Alpha Harpy or even that neutral camp on the left hand side. As going towards solo. Oh no!
Oh,
First
gives
blood
his
goes
kill.
down to the Misfits. It looks like it's gonna be the minions that pick up the kill, but is going to be awarded to Mr. Lick's Toilets. As first blood goes to the side of Misfits. Fortunately, a small little misplay by the looks of it, and that's going to cost first blood. And unfortunately, a tough break for Don't Blink.
Seeing Energy probably got too excited there. Realized he's taking that much damage and then gets all of the minions.
Yeah, definitely early transformation. He's still taking a ton of damage. Transformation going to the Lick's Toilets is going to be backed up. Seal team, massive knock up, knocks back the gank from Dreadizer, and is going to have to retreat back into his jungle. Level 3 advantage towards Don't Blink, so keeping that pressure alive in duo is going to go after the Misfits' Alpha Harpy, so going to have to be a little bit cautious as they're going to be falling a little bit behind at the experience range for now, but nothing to worry about too much.
Yeah. The Artemis and Giblings playing it safe, trying to farm up, trying to avoid every fight they can right now.
A good pickup knock up by a giant dog, gonna do some extra damage to Seal, but Seal's still standing a little bit under half HP, but you know, he's a Geb, he's got the shields, he's not too worried about anything. Trade. Frenzy is back up for Seal, so if he wants to get aggressive with Dark, he does have that Frenzy to pop if they want
Wonder
to
if they try to evade purple here.
try and look for something. A giant dog actually went with the meditation cloak, so Royal is checking the area, seeing what's what, but doesn't look like he wants to commit to a gank yet. Gonna look towards maybe that. So he's gonna leave duo to its devices. And that's going to be all that. So aside, transformation is good. Kakolin looking to go on the chase, but one tower shot's going to make him change his mind. And the force the ult away by Energy. So he's got to play a little more cautious with that CC immunity right now. And unfortunately, doesn't have his TP either, so he's going to have to take the long way. But purple buff is invaded by Don't Blink, so keeping the pressure alive as they secure another purple buff. Or the second one, rather, as here comes Royal with the gank, goes right in, Chernobog is no mana. Frenzy is popped as they still continue to go. Blink going on the back though. Dark finding herself in a little bit of trouble. Geb's shield is good, is going to give her that cleanse to keep her alive. But here comes Jungle. Waxing Moon is good and will
Hey,
secure the
Jungle with the
kill.
big ult.
Nathan DiPaolo secures the kill on Dark. And Wheelix has to jump away, but might not be a little too late. The Dresser is going to pick up there and double kill for the Dresser as he picks up Steel Team 2 as well.
There's just popped off there. He gets in the bag. Just popped with all his abilities. He just literally cleans it up, but no one can stop him there.
Definitely in a really good counter engage by the Dresser against him. A nice double kill. Manages to finish off that that Jotun's Wrath as well. So gonna find tons of value in that. A transformation by Elix Toilets will give him a little bit of pressure, but nothing other than that. As Energy gonna look for a little bit of damage on top of him, but not gonna find too much other than that as he's kind of just having to chill right now under his tower. And not much else you can really say about it. Blue is gonna be dropped by Dresser, so nothing too crazy to report other than that, as finding a small lead from Energy, despite giving up the first blood so early. Although, looks like does go in looking for the transformation again, maybe looking for a little bit of damage. Stun is good. Ult is going. Ult by the Energy will secure his life to stay away, but unfortunately has to give up another ultimate just to stay alive.
Toast has not been letting go of the pressure at all. He's literally sitting at the tower line and just popping him off, making sure he can't get out of tower.
They didn't hold anything
Yeah,
back.
and keeping the pressure is what is the name of the game, as it's just going to allow him for further blue buff invades and, you know, even potential back camp invades from the jungler. So he's going to have to bring him
fast
into town.
and kill him at this point, even if he tries to rotate.
I don't think so. Here comes Royal, gonna go for the blink attempt, but not gonna find the knockup, unfortunately, or really any damage. But here comes Dresser, jumps in, looking for the tick damage, but is not gonna find it, and is gonna be forced to jump away and just kind of disengage off that. Got fanned a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Royal had to burn his blink for pretty much nothing at that point, so I'm gonna give the small victory here to Don't Blink with getting that, unfortunately. And we're seeing a pause, so we're gonna have to chill for a hot second.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if nothing pans out here, I think we're gonna take a look at solo again. Yeah. The
Yeah, it just helps with this new meta. Like, since everybody's tanky, you might as well just pick it up. It gives you extra health, more survivability. Yeah, that helps too. Depending on the god you are, though. Not every god you can just pick up Doom Orb. Yeah, that the Zoomy boy, he is not catching him. Oh wow, that's cringe.
Yep.
Off this pause, like I guess it gives him a little break to like rehatch things, gather himself back together because Don't Blink right now just has all the pressure.
Yeah, Don't Blink has pretty much established pressure on most pretty much all the lanes they've been playing with. They've been playing well on duo side. They captured the second purple invade there. Solo side, Lick Toilets has been pretty much having energy under tower for pretty much the entire game. Haven't seen too much around mid. It seems to be kind of most of a stalemate because at this point they've gotten to this 2v2, sometimes 3v3 type of exchanges.
Interesting
But
to see how Energy's been able to keep up levels.
yeah, I think he's been pretty smart with when he's been backing. He's been still able to maintain getting all the waves. I think the teleport's been helping him quite a bit with that. it just went back on cooldown by the looks of it, so he just used it to get back to lane. Um, and that definitely. So trans got finished up. Okay, sick. We do see the trans getting finished by Tragic Fox. Dark, on the other hand, just finished off her Devo, so they're pretty much on pace with each other. Dark going to be a little bit behind in stacks, maybe about a wave or so, maybe a wave or two. But other than that, not too bad. At least you're not like going like 25, 30 stacks behind to where it's going to be a whole, pretty much half a stack. I did. It's gonna be unfortunate. Oracle's being looked at by Don't Blink, gonna look for Vision of the Gold, although I'm not too sure if they'll be looking for a gold anytime soon. Probably just for the farm, and hard to complain if you're getting the extra farm. In terms of level leads, we're seeing a slight lead by Don't Blink, mainly in the duo side. Tragic Fox having a 1 level lead over Dark right now, and a support 1 level lead as well. Giant Dog over Seal. So most of your level differentials coming there. Energy is shockingly ahead of Lick's Toilets in levels. So definitely props to him for keeping that alive. As taking a look in mid, not too much going on here. North
Yeah,
Solo
really
Energy finding some pressure of
turned the
his
tables
own.
around completely.
Yeah, Toilets is
Composure. Just turned it around.
yeah, definitely, and a good play by Energy to really keep it going. You know, he's standing his ground. Lick's Toilets isn't going to be running away with this. He's going to be dropping his TP to get back to lane real quick, and it's going to be completely up to Energy what he wants to do with this. If he wants to just kind of go back in his jungle, get that Sharpie, or if he's going to look to maybe try and get a little extra damage on Mr. Toilets, but doesn't look like it's going to be much. Looks like he's going to be backing on his own. And we see a Chalice getting picked up by Tragic, so looking to try and get that Trebuchet. More filled on one side, but the board getting launched out. Beads and Dash getting launched by Trinabog, but might be a little bit too late. Here comes Seal. Seal, Cataclysm is good. Could feel more autos will seal the deal, and it is going to be good. Dark Fox Wolf gets the kill on Tragic.
Can I bring you anything else, Your Highness?
He sealed. That was nice. That was nice. He sealed the deal.
That will do it. As a big kill coming from the duo side. Dark kind of was struggling to start to find some pressure, but I think found plenty of pressure there. The kill is going to give her a little bit of room to get some farm and do what you got to do. As Totem being looked at by Lick's Toilets, gonna get some additional gold, maybe some mana for the squad, and Energy gonna be looking towards his blue.
Your team has fully powered the obelisk. The enemy has fully powered their obelisk.
Fully powered Trebuchet is going into the Misfits, so whether or not what they want to do with, or actually Don't Blink, I think, instead. So Don't Blink getting the Trebuchet instead. As mid lane, nothing too crazy. Both mid laners level 10, just kind of casually farming. Doesn't look like really many of the towers have taken anything, so this could be one of those games where we could just see a major stalemate up until the mid to late.
Yeah. Right now it's just really calm. Just farming it out, man. They don't want to do anything. I haven't seen any calls on an objective yet.
Yeah, no, not really any objective pressure really being looked at. So both squads are pretty content with what they want to do. Just kind of try to get all their carries to late game and let the abilities do the talking from there. As we're seeing Tragic want to get a little bit aggressive, trying to steal this this purple off of Dark, but Dark not going to let him have it. And Dresser is going to seal a kill on the Royal. That's going to send Royal back to the base. Waxing Moon onto Dark, but not going to be good enough. Boar can't save you now, as Dresser is going to pick up the kill.
Right now it's really even. Like, Anytime someone gets pressure, the other person just gets back. Like, I don't think no one can really keep that much pressure to himself right now. Oh, you can see the freedom gold here now.
Gold Fury looking at Don't Blink. Seal is kind of chilling, goes for a little whoop, but here comes and is going to be picked up by the Misfits. The Misfits are going to steal it away with a massive play soldier explosion by Sav Nova. Big play by her. What a play to keep them alive in this game by stealing that gold.
Princess, be careful.
Here we go. As Nathan Apollo going to be securing off those right side harpies, so staying nice in the game.
Let's dance under the
As going to
stars.
be securing that full wave for the Chunga, and they're both going to be heading back to base, just chilling like some villains. As we're seeing Energy picking up his next blue of the game, so Ricochet has been finally launched, going towards mid. We're gonna see if they can play with a little pressure here, or if they're just gonna use it to let Nathan kind of chill by his own for a little bit. But here comes Dredzer. Nice little stun off the cat, but nothing much gonna come at it as that is a Geb, so nothing too much gonna come after that. They're gonna look to push down mid a little bit, maybe get a little bit of tower pressure here. Say does launch one, so there is some tower hits. Here comes Royal looking for a flank. Blink in by Royal. Perfect pillars are dropped. Frenzy is popped as well. That's the well. Jump in by Dredzer. Big Waxing Moon coming out. Nathan the Paw secures a kill. And
Waxing Moons has been on point so far.
Yeah, Waxing Moons have been great and have been a big turning point for Don't Blink right now in a lot of these kills. Nathan Apollo is really hitting up. Here comes a jump in last second by Dredzer, trying to pick the Geb, but Novale is going to hit. Ult coming out by Nova. Not too sure if there's going to be much else after that. Looks like that might just be disengage, or if they're going to be looking to try and steal this tower, but doesn't look like it. They're going to leave Nova to her devices, and for now, she might be chilling, but with a Ganesha and a Bastet treading in the waters, she's going to want to be a little bit careful here with that limited amount of mana. But once again, another big team fight coming out for Don't Blink. You know, the Waxing Moon's coming out strong on this Chang'e pick, and
Every fight so far, that Waxing Moon just ended it.
oh yeah,
Every time he hits it, it's just, oh, it's over. That's the fight.
at this point, it's almost an automatic beads for how on point these ultimates have been by now. So making big plays coming out, and looking top of the damage charts right now, we're seeing Energy topping off both solo laners, followed by both mid laners right after that. They're fight doing a deal of more coming out. Gonna catch the dash! Dark Fox Wolf with a
nice
solo
forward.
kill on Tragic Fox. What a play by Tragic, and that's gonna send Dark sending Tragic back to base. And
Tragic tried to dash away there, but Board just fast there, hits him with the stun, he just cleans up the kill.
yeah, just a fantastic usage of that Caledonian Boar, and seeing a little bit different of the ADC builds going as we see the Ichibil being picked up after the Devos by Dark. The Atalanta is going for Tragic, so a little bit change. Dark Bill is being dropped right away, but isn't going to find too much after that. Energy finds a nice shield bash onto Lick's Toilets, but nothing much going to be after that. Cataclysm coming in mid, going to catch Nathan and the Giant Dog, but not going to be too much after that. Chang'e having a nice little heal after that. Here comes Dredzer jumping in, going to force out the new ultimate, and that's gonna force out another, worldwide global ult right there. As ultimate force out get the solo transformation good by Lick Toilets, isn't going to find the stun, missing the dash as well. Ultimate is going to be good, forcing a little bit of damage, but not probably the amount he's looking for. Is able to stay in the fight here. This stun is good though. Gonna find some damage. Shield bash is good though on the side of Energy. And it's pretty much just gonna be a slap fire now. Blink from Royal looking for the Bastet, but not gonna find anything off that blink as Dredzer is able to just jump away. No big problem.
Strategic plays. He knew exactly what he was doing there.
Definitely, it's all part of the plan. See, here's the play. Royal's just gonna do a bunch of blinks that seem like nothing, And then late game, he's just gonna start blinking like a madman, and he's just gonna find so much value to the point where they're like, well, it's just a bait. It's
Yeah, it's just
a
interesting
bait.
to see when he blinks on it. And
Here
Basso jumps
going.
away. Finds him off.
A big waxing moon to Dharmic Pillars combo is going to send a Dark Fox Wolf to the grave.
I guess that
Oh.
was wrong. They do synergize like that Wax and Moon and Ganesh ult, that really combos well together.
Yeah, definitely. And here comes Tragic Fox ulting in mid, looking for something, but isn't gonna find damage she's quite looking for onto Sav. Is gonna be put away under her tower though. One more ought to do it. And Nathan Apollo is going to secure Nova with one last auto to send her back. Royal sitting here alone in mid. Here comes Cataclysm coming from Seal Team. Not going to find much else though, as he is pretty much by himself. A lone Wheelix. Not going to find too much follow-up damage from the single target assassin, unfortunately. And they're just going to get to walk away. No big deal. You know, Cataclysm hit, but not that big. Pyromancer is being looked at by Don't Blink. And it doesn't look like there's going to be too much contention, but who knows, maybe a sneaky Seal Team might be able to look for something. Lick's Toilets is on the prowl as well. Here comes Don't Blink, going to secure it though. Not going to be stripped away by Misfits this time. And they might actually get a pick on Seal Team if he's not too careful. Ultimate being used by Lick's Toilet. And execute is good for Energy. Is going to secure the kill on the Seal Team. So Energy finally getting another kill into his disposal, and honestly, pretty solid game so far coming out from Don't Blink. They're playing really well with the rotations. The ultimate usages have been well for Nathan Apollo on this Chang'e. The Bassette's been doing great, applying pressure on pretty much everywhere on the map. That's pretty much all you can really say. That's kind of been the story of it.
Yeah.
This Bastet and this Chang'e together have been putting in the work and have been you know, synergizing a lot better than we probably had thought they would be.
Yeah, so far Roy hasn't been able to shut down this Bastet. This Bastet is just doing whatever she wants in a fight.
Yeah, and doing great. Looking in the prowl, though, we might see another team fight emerging again, as most of the Misfits are going to be looking in terms of Tragic Fox. Blink coming in. Ultimate is being used also by the Wheelix. The Gravity Surge is going to get the pull. No good. Caledonia Moor and Dark Pillars also being dropped. As Tragic Fox is forced on the tower, but Frenzy is being popped by Seal
That's
Team.
looking to jump in there. Gets hit by board.
That's that looking. Here comes Blink. Is going to be looking for Royal, but isn't going to find Royal whatsoever. Is going to have to jump away. Finds a whole bunch of Misfits.
Again, big ult. Hits it? No. Oh no, never. No one. The CC moves do it. Her ult.
Yep, ultimate used by Sav to negate that best ult. Massive ult by Sav, and that's pretty much going to be it. As it's just going to be a big disengage. Not much really seen by both. A lot of ultimates traded, lots of relics used, but no kills to be found. As both teams will be kind of forced to be reset. Looking like they're going to be posturing around gold, but haven't picked it up quite yet. A little dance being towards by both squads, but looking like it's just going to be a reset on all fronts by both teams. Might be in trouble though, as Tragic is just chilling in her jungle, and Seal Team seems to be
Tragic has to get up. Oh, get both.
Cataclysm used by Seal Team, but isn't going to find a single soul, so please don't clip that, chat.
You gotta hit those. You gotta hit those.
You gotta hit those! Even if there's nobody there, you gotta hit those. Big props to Tragic right there on that 4-man gank, being able to survive that, getting out just by the skin of her own teeth, so.
Yeah, Tragic played really well there.
Yeah, but Gold Fury is being picked up by Don't Blink, and Seal Team once again being the lone potential to try and steal, but is going to get some reinforcements in Dark Fox. We're coming out. Dark Pillars is being used. Misfits do claim it and steal it away, as a Sealy boy and a little boar will be the sole factor. But they are really going off for Seal Team now. He might have to pay for this life. Claimed by Nathan Apollo. Gravity Surge is going to pull the Chang'e. And here comes one. Is going to try and secure Nathan. Nathan is going to be picked off. And another double kill is also going to be taken by Toilets. And Toilets isn't done there. He's still on Tragic. Tragic is gonna fly away. Tragic gonna try and take out Royal, but Royal's too far to be gone. And wow, what an exchange. A 3 for 2 for a winning factor on the side of Misfits. So finally able to try and wheel their way back into this. Also claiming that Gold Fury as well. So I'd say that's worth it on all fronts.
Felix was able to clean up the back line there. That was really nice by him.
Definitely. Lick Toilets going in ham right there. Being able to find 2 kills of his own. And just pretty much being able to free cast. I don't even think they knew he was there.
No, not at all. I don't think they had voice set up there. He just got it there for free and got the kills.
Yeah, so big play, and Misfits finding lots of value off that too. Actually,
They might be losing in the kill departments, but they definitely caught up in the gold.
Yeah, being able to bet 1.5 gold lead by the looks of it for the Misfits. So definitely finding big value out of that team fight. So 1.7. So yeah, not a bad guess. And yeah, as all teams kind of scatter, the next objective looking to respawn is going to be that Pyromancer, but we might see a little bit more of some 1v1 action in duo as Dark Fox and Tragic more coming out. Beads being used by Tragic. Tragic might look to be going back in here. Going to be looking for something, not going to find much. But here comes the Dark Pillars. Reinforcements have arrived. Here comes the Giant Dog going around. Waxing Moon is good! And Nathan DePaulo will be securing that kill, as he always is going to be hitting those. Looking fantastic on this Chung-Up hit. But SEAL team, not done here, going to give a big dog a little bit of a boot. Just a little love tap, if you will. But Soul Lane looking towards transformation is going to be on side. Lick Toilets is going to be dropping all the abilities, finding tons of damage there. Still going to be dropping just a little bit, maybe a quarter, but nothing too much after that. Gonna have to do another little bit, maybe 4 more of those before he can find the kill, but Rezer is going to have to retreat back into his own jungle, falling a little bit low on HP, but nothing too crazy. Just going to be continuing to farming it up, trying to take away this 20. I will say Royal finding his way actually ahead of Rezer, despite you know the 4-2, 1-4. So Royal doing great, keeping up on the farm game. As we're gonna might be seeing a fight prostrating around this Pyromancer, maybe even a Fire Giant here if we see it big enough. Picked up by SEAL team. Not sure if they saw him pick it up or if they're just gonna quietly let this one go, but
Yeah, just
they're all
let that one slide.
I think they're just gonna let this Pyro slide, and this one might be going to the Misfits, and which indeed it does, as SEAL team looking for a little bit extra. Cataclysm going in, does find Nathan Apollo, and they're all grouped around him. Frenzy Puck, Royal is gonna get the kill, and that does look like they're done there. Electoros is coming in.
Oh no.
And getting a little scared. Dark Pillars does get dropped. But here comes Nova. Nova does
doesn't get to pick it up. Yeah, energy gets up.
Not enough damage, but they're still
They're
in
trying to chase
danger.
it down though. I will look to take damage.
Still running it down, but
Tragic
Tragic Fox gets one back. With a whole bunch of damage being dropped off, I think they're trying to hit this one where it hurts for the jungler, but SEAL team going back in, but he's all alone. He's in the danger zone, baby, and they're all collapsing on him. SEAL team does get himself the shield, but Tragic Fox is going to get a kill of her own, and here comes Henergy with one more. SEAL team finally gets dropped, and it does look like they're done there. They're looking towards Nova. Shield bash is good. Looking for one more in execute range. Will he get it? He will get it. Double kill for Energy. And that is a deicide as they are going to look towards this Fire Giant.
Yeah, Tragic Fox was able to pick up that solo kill over there, and now they're able to get that deicide and get the fire.
And what a fantastic play for Dope Blink as they're looking towards the first Fire Giant of this game and of this set. As not really much else to really contest this, as well, all of Misfits are dead. And Fire Giant will go to the side of Don't Blink. What a great fight. Honestly, they all played that well. SEAL team was playing a little bit of fire going back in, and I think he bit a little bit more off than he could chew. As after that, it just kind of all plummeted after that, and not really much else to be said, as you know, 5 standing tall with Fire Giant, and they might be looking towards this Primal Fury in a little bit, unless Misfits can try and strip it from them.
At least pushed up. It should be to push left easily and get that Phoenix, or even the tower if they want to go for all towers here.
Yeah, it definitely does look like they are looking at this Gold Fury, and Don't Blink, I think, are hot on the trail. They do know what's up. Not too much damage has been done to it, though, so it's just going to be an easy drop, but picked right back up by Don't Blink, but dropped once again. As they are 4-manning, all chilling right now on that red buff. And they might just look to re-pick this up. Gold Fury picked back up by Don't Blink. And they're gonna be able to shred this real quick before the Misfits even have anything to say about it. Don't Blink.
Yeah, I don't think Misfits wanted to contest that at all.
Yeah. Fast Adults also being dropped right there. Isn't gonna find anybody at all. Is gonna look to run down this left-hand side looking for this T2 on left, so I think it's just gonna be just gonna let it slide, and if they do go, they might. Honestly, if I'm them, I think I just want to go and try and farm the rest of these towers. You know, T2 in mid, you still got 2 more on right. Yeah. Don't gotta do anything.
They are working across boards right now, so maybe you see something happen or not.
Yeah, Don't Blink having tons of vision on this left-hand side, so they see all the jungle going for this T2 in mid. Dark Pillars is dropped to
kill.
kind of zone them off, and you know another tower. I do hope that they go for this T1 instead of the T2 though, because that would be kind of cool.
It wouldn't be horrible for the Misfits to go in here and just knowing that Ganesh is down.
They definitely do have the opportunity to do it, as Don't Blink is you know, doing their backing up now. So I think they're just gonna grab this T1. Happy with what they've done. I think they're just gonna back it up.
The enemy has fully powered their obelisk.
Both Trebuchets getting locked up for Don't Blink, while Misfits have sent their own down duo side. So plenty to work with here, as Pyromancer is going to be spawning shortly, so Misfits might just claim that, try and get some more gold in their pockets, as Don't Blink has found another commanding gold lead, so Misfits gonna have to do some work to get back and get some items online for them. Although still fire on 5 right now for Don't Blink. Haven't done a whole lot with it right now, but would like to see them force a fight maybe somewhere.
Yeah, interesting to see they just let that T2 and right go.
Yeah, I do think that that's what they're going to be looking at, as Royal has started the back of his own. So, opposite not back whatsoever. So there's that Pyromancer being dropped right there by Don't Blink, as they take a sneaky one away, and Misfits aren't even the wiser. So.
Yeah, but Willix hasn't been able to like pop off like the way they should be doing right now. It's kind of hard for them to do anything with the way how Don't Blink is set up right now.
Yeah, Royal's finding a little bit of trouble. Here comes another team fight going down. Dark Village drop. Willix ult is going to pick up Lick's Toilets. Jill's Bash is going to be good. Frenzy is popped by Seal Team. Tragic Fox is going to secure the kill onto Royal. Here comes Thor going out. Beads also being used by Nathan Apollo. Thor does finally get the stun on the Chang'e, but Energy is going to get the kill, and he is going completely ham in the back. Energy finds himself a double kill. Rezo is going to pick up one.
Sabno picks up a double.
Sabno, but Energy picks up Sabno for a triple kill for Energy. And a D side as well, and they're going to be able to run it down. They might even be able to just secure this and end the game right here.
Could be a little tricky, but yeah, it's possible.
It is possible. They do have minions starting to pour into the Phoenix room. All the towers are down though. They could opt to try, or
I think they're just gonna go for Phoenix. I don't think they're out there at the end.
Honestly, I don't mind this call either. Ganesha a little bit low, so is gonna have to walk out a little bit.
Yeah, they can't get this. They should just set up fire and back.
Yeah, definitely looking like they're all opting to reset here.
No,
maybe. Looking like they might want to try and greed this here. Seal Team flies in, gets the double knock up there. Aegis being used by Tragic though could be in trouble. If Seal Team decides to, if he had his ultimate there with the
Tragic
cataclysm.
Box gets out. But Wheelix can probably pick up here the kill on Henry.
Doesn't
He's
look like
more
Seal
there.
Team's done though. Pops up. Might look for a knockup. Cataclysm is gonna find one more. Just needs one more hit by the by Royal, but Royal isn't able to follow up any damage.
They weren't on the same page there. They went for 2 different targets.
Yeah, Tragic Fox is able to get away. Just barely though, but getting away is getting away, so that Trinidad
They
will
can go
live
for
to
a
see
fire
another
here,
day.
actually. It's a nice call.
Are grouping around fire. Did get spotted out by
They don't
Don't Blink's
pull it,
ward
they're not
though,
calling it.
so they do know they're here. Just a lonely Ganesh with Dreadizer though. And looks like they are going to be grouping around for another firefight here. This is going to be an enhanced fire, so a lot on the line for this fire.
I guess they weren't confident enough in their burn.
They don't hate the call waiting for a full 5. In that regard, I think there is going to be a big fight about to break out here. Seal Team is looking for a knockup. Doesn't have the Cataclysm though, and doesn't have the friend. Oh, he does have the Frenzy. So he's looking good. Almost has that Cataclysm. So another killer does get dropped, and they're going
He
to
took a lot of damage.
release Nova. She is off the map. Frenzy is getting popped. Desert picks up Royal, and they're not done here. Here comes the ultimate off of Tragic Fox. Is going to be in the back.
Tragic Fox
Is going to
ones,
and
gets the
does
kill.
claim Dark Fox, and they're not done there. Energy picks up more of his own, and Seal Team is on the run.
He's trying to get out, but Energy's
I
not
don't-
letting go.
Killing
Well, that's
Here
Henry.
comes, and Dresser is going to pick up Seal Team, and that's going to be another deicide for Don't Blink. And with that, I think that could be game right there, as they are 5 strong. Next person coming up is Nova, coming up in 30, but I don't think she's even going to have the chance to try. They are running down the Titan, and this is game, as Don't Blink are going to be securing up game 1 for the set, and that will be it. What a game. Game
That was
1
a really
goes to
nice
Don't
one
Blink.
there.
Yeah, played really solid by Don't Blink, and
There
not
was
really
that one
much else
point
to
where
say.
they did like lose a little bit of pressure, but they just held themselves back together and took that pressure back from them.
Yep, what a great end off. And honest, Tragic Fox really came out at the end there, almost popping out 40k damage on this Trinibog. So, oh no, okay, 26. The player damage was lying to me.
Definitely not 40k.
Yeah, it was like 39 on the charts, and I was like, oh, okay, wow. Well, 26k, still nothing to scoff at. Good game all across the board from all of them. Perfect stats coming from a giant dog on that support Ganesha with 0-0-24. So definitely a great game from Don't Blink, and really showing they were able to get it done despite their draft wasn't very unsure about the draft.
I really did look like that team was not going to have a good time with the draft wise, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, no. Once they got to that mid-late game, Tragic Fox and the Energy were just able to pretty much run it down, despite Energy pretty much getting stuck under tower for the
Roy
first 10
wasn't
minutes.
really able to like do what he needed to do against that Bass deck, or let alone anybody.
Yeah, definitely. But they had a great showing. They were able to rally up in the late game and get it done, and that's just what they did. Personal MVP in your opinion? Who do you think stole the show for this game?
Both for one team or for both teams?
Let's do one for both.
Okay. I'm gonna say, that's actually kind of difficult. I feel like every player played pretty well. But if I really had to say, for Don't Blink, I'd definitely give it to give it to Disaster. No way, nah. I take it back. Energy was actually going crazy in the back line though. Like he probably didn't show in the kills, but anytime he was fighting, like he just was cleaning up everybody and couldn't die.
Yeah, he definitely had a really nice triple kill. He had a double kill also at another point in the game. So the second he got to that power spike moment, he was hitting hard.
And for the banner Misfits, I definitely have to say, Toilets definitely played well there. But you gotta give a shout out to Sabnova, that Gold Fury. Yeah, that was a really nice play.
Definitely, I think a lot of the band of Misfits did a lot of good things. Unfortunately, weren't able to get the win. I think the MVP though, I think I got to give it to to Nova though on the Gold Fury steal, as
Yeah.
that could have been a turning point for the band of Misfits. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but that showed them life, I think. So I think I gotta give her
It's a glimpse of
the
hope.
yeah, the glimpse of hope. On the other side of the coin though, for the Misfits, we saw good gameplay by Tragic and Energy towards the mid to late. But honestly, I don't think they would have got there if it wasn't for Nathan in the early.
Oh, how could I forget the Nathan Apollo Wax and Moon ult?
I think Nathan kind of walked so they could run. I think Nathan had played a really solid game on the Chang'e, especially towards that early to mid. So I got to give the team MVP to Nathan
Yeah,
because I think he was the stepping stone
for
for the
sure.
win. So
Literally, at every fight they had in the beginning, it was Nathan doing those big ults, allowing his teammates to get those kills.
yeah, Nathan was. Yeah, it's one of those things where sure you only see 14K, but that doesn't really tell you how much work he was really doing. I think the ultimates he was finding tons of value out of it. He was getting the picks that were needed to be getting. A lot of those secures found value afterwards also. So I think Nathan was the one for me for this game. As we are going into game two. So going into game two, what do you think the band of Misfits are thinking of going into game two? Do you think there's any picks they want to get certain players off of, or if they want to try
Hmm.
and run something different?
I think they might definitely ban Ganesh here. Although, it might not. No, definitely actually does look like it was a strong pick for him. 24 assists, and they had no deaths. Those big ults, by the way, too, are like literally separating everybody on their team and then getting big damage numbers that anytime they were trying to like stack up any people. It was really nice. I think they just got to ban away from him. He cannot be allowed to play Ganesh again.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. The Ganesha did a lot of work in terms of zoning, the team fight ultimates. Thermic Pillars were pretty much always felt like they were on point. Always felt like he was finding some kind of value out of his ult. So I think a Giant Dog played Ganesha pretty much a textbook Ganesha almost,
Yeah.
where
I think they
it's
also should just ban Bastet if they know they can't counter it with the Wheelix. Just don't let him pick up Bastet either if you're not going to be able to counter it.
yeah. I don't. What do you think about the idea of them banning Achilles? Do you think they let him have the Achilles again, or
Honestly, I think you let him have the Achilles because if you ban the Achilles, he just goes to his next pick, which is probably 10 times worse.
yeah, I have to agree. That I feel like they can deal with the Achilles, as we saw like Toilets definitely was
Yeah.
dealing with the Achilles rather well in the laning phase. I think they just need to find something that can really lock down the Achilles more and not let him kind of just do whatever he wants in the back line with no answer. Because unfortunately for Dark Fox, Dark did play well that game. Unfortunately, she just kind of was getting messed up by the Achilles and
Yeah,
didn't really have an
it's just
answer
an
to it.
Artemis thing. So I was talking
Yeah,
about at the beginning, like if you're playing these no mobility gods and you're just gonna get run down with no pill, you're gonna die every time.
yeah. So maybe it's
That
not
was really
the
tough.
maybe it's not the Artemis. Maybe it's you go a more peel heavy support. Maybe look at something that just has so much CC like a Kumba maybe, or
I think the only way that really works if the whole team goes for heavy pill CC gods.
yeah. So going right off the gate, Bastet is being taken right out by a band of misfits. They don't want to deal with it. They saw it last game, and it's just completely off the table now. I don't think we're gonna see, as I was thinking of saying, I don't think we're gonna see too many auto attack type bans for the assassin. We see Kali being taken out, Cleo still being taken out as well. So still acknowledging that Cleo is a nuisance to deal with in solo jungle, no matter what it may be.
Wonder if they'll
Jing,
ban the Ganesh for their last ban.
we'll see Jing Wei being taken away. Just a really strong late game ADC. So don't
Well, they
want to deal
honestly
with that
could
at
leave
all.
it. Yeah, I was gonna say they could leave it for the next phase, unless his team does decide to pick up the Ganesh for him. The Rocky band here is a little bit questionable, but I guess since those auto attack gods are really good right now, just wants to get that out the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Uh, I'm not sure how I feel about the Arachne ban. I don't think she's like super priority, but I could be wrong. Haven't really seen her being picked up much or played, but
They probably just don't want to get cringe ganked. I respect it.
yeah, that's fair. Bologna being taken out as the last pick by Don't Blink, so Bakasura being locked immediately. I think this might be just something for Royal to be able to play to really just run it down. I think it's a better pickup than the Awilix. I think the Awilix
Baka's
was
a farmer. This is a really good pick for him. Baka's able to farm and just do everything he needs to do for it in order to Royal to actually get a strong lead here.
yeah, definitely. I think Baka is exactly what Royal wants. I think Royal did the hyper farm game one. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find much with it with the Awilix. The Awilix wasn't able to really get in there. She was kind of struggling to counter the Bastet. So I think this is going to be a way better route for Royal to take here.
Wait,
Trin-
correct me if I'm wrong here, but like, did he even ult last fight? I mean, like any fight?
the Awilix?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw a few gravity surges. So he did all, yes.
I think I've seen him like do it once for like just the ability, but not for a pull. Oh wait, no. Okay, I'm lying. I definitely seen him pull some. Okay.
Yeah, he had a few. He had a full few pulls off the gravity surge game one. Uh, Looking on the other side, we're seeing Trinabog being running back again. But I'm assuming going back to tragic. Although King Arthur this time no ban, so is going to be
Oh,
picked up. I can only assume that's going to Energy.
Energy wanted that King Arthur this time.
So hard to hard to go against that. We're gonna see what the band the Misfits are going to respond to on their last two picks of Phase 1. As still being picked up. What do you want to play into the Arthur, in your opinion? Do you think they just run back to Colin again, or what are you thinking towards to deal with Arthur?
Honestly, it's kind of hard to deal with Arthur sometimes, but like if you have a look, I think actually Baka can deal with Arthur really well, especially with that new hyper attack speed build. He just melts through King Arthur.
Okay. Going
And
a
then
different
for peel
route.
wise, I guess you just get a really strong peel support, and then you don't have to worry about King Arthur wiping through your whole backline.
Yeah, have to agree with you there. As Hera is being locked in for I can only assume is going to Nova to probably have a better self peel for herself with the Argus, with the polymorph. You know, the health shield never hurts. So I think they're looking for something a little bit more self peely, so Nova can survive, but also free cast and try and put out some damage. Hercules being picked
The
up as
Hercules
well.
support.
It makes me wonder.
I don't know if I like that.
Not too sure if this is a support or could also go solo for Lick Toilets. If he's
If
looking
that's
for,
support, they're not gonna really get any good peel this game.
yeah, I think they're going in the wrong direction here. If that is support, I think they need to pick something a little bit more peel heavy. But if Seal's feeling it and he can run a Herc support, I've seen Herc supports run games. So
Yeah, if he's winning every combo, yeah, you pick that. If we can pull that King Arthur away from his team, you definitely pick that.
oh yeah, I think that there is potential in finding value in this pick if it's support. This is all going on like this is all just going out on a limb here. Not even saying this could go support, but if it is, it's it's going to be purely based on execution here.
Yeah, if you don't hit them combos, it's not gonna be a good pick. But if you hit them combos, you're gonna be the best player on your team right now.
Definitely, but Hercules getting locked in, looking like last second, but looks like the lobby did get disbanded there.
Oh, okay. Then have to make the lobby again. Same band, same picks, and then get the other two picks in.
Yeah, that seems to be the name of the game, as we're gonna have to go through a quick reset of the room. Nice. Oh, one of them froze. Okay. Gotta love to see it. Uh, oh, yikes. It appears that it is Sab Nova that has taken the fall, so we will have to wait for her to rejoin us. Okay, strange. But going towards a Hera, what do you think Nathan's gonna want to respond with for the Hera pickup in mid?
Honestly, there's a lot of picks that could counter Hera. So it's hard to say, but I think for jungler wise too, man, it's so much that a jungler can pick just to make sure they're farming up on that Hera.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think based on how Nathan and Nova both played the mid lane last in game one, they seemed pretty passive, not really wanting to fight each other, just kind of wanting to farm it up. I think at this point, it doesn't really matter what you pick into the Hera for the laning phase, more so towards the team fight phase. I think is what you're going to want to draft for.
Yeah, Nathan Paul is definitely more of a team player than just like trying to get them solo kills.
But yeah, as we wait for all of our both the teams to rejoin the lobby, we can get this going back.
What are the other? Oh, is that ADC didn't pick it right for Phantom Misfits?
Yes.
You think they're gonna try to go Artemis again, or maybe another ADC?
Um, hmm. I definitely can see because we know Tragic is going to rerun the Trinibog. I don't really have any doubts about that, but I definitely do think that they're going to try something different with their choice of Hunter going into game two. Um, not sure what it would be. I would definitely like them to see something more like still late gamey like Artemis, but something a little bit more self peel. So like I don't hate the idea of them going like a Rama or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was just about to say that. I just have a strong feeling I'm about to see a Rom in this game.
Rama, like I'm also not against the idea of a Hachi man. I think Hachi kind of does a similar thing of what Rama does, if you so desire to build that way. Um, I'm also a
I
big
wouldn't be
fan of
too shocked
seeing.
if they don't pick the Artemis though. Like if they just maybe had a better like team organized for the Artemis, I think it could go well. If they
I
really
think
wanted
so,
to go
yeah.
back for it.
Were talking about the idea of maybe like a Shiba Lanke. I think Shiba Lanke could do well.
Yeah,
Um, or even if they want to try and match the globals, they could match it with like an Apollo or something. Um, I
very
do think
true.
that
They can
they
go
have
for it.
they have tons of potential. They have tons of good picks that are open. The hunters aren't really being looked at towards bans right now, at least in this set. So I think they have a lot to work with. There's not necessarily a pick that they can't really look at. If they also want to look at something super safe, they can also look at like a Charybdis or something.
Not the greatest, but yeah, super safe.
Yeah. So lots of picks open that they can choose from. The only picks really being banned in the Hunter role are pretty much just Jingwei at this point. So I mean, that gives you a lot to choose from.
Interested to see where the Rezer is going to go now since he's Bastet's banned.
Oh, also, ladies and gents, if you are watching the stream, we have just popped up a poll for you guys. So go ahead and vote. See who you guys want to who's gonna take game two. If the Misfits are gonna force a game three, or if Don't Blink are gonna end it all here and have a nice 2-0. Go ahead
We
and
do be at home.
drop your votes, and let's see who can take it. And who knows, you might win some nice channel points.
I believe in the Hercules support. Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, I'm not against the idea of a Herc support. So we shall we shall see. You gotta have faith in the SEAL team.
And if you're picking it, you got to be confident in your skills on it.
It's just
I'm,
it.
I'm expecting the best.
I mean, it's kind of a Chad support pick, so like I'm not against it, you know. But finally, going back in, as we're just gonna have to kind of chill and wait for them.
Oh, yeah, there, it's a heavily in favor for Don't Blink here.
Alrighty, so it seems that the general chat just believes in the 2-0.
Come on, Sab Nova, like they got a lot to prove here. They're about to just put their whole team in their back and start carrying. I believe in it.
That's it. Sab Noah just needs to draft like a hyper carry mid and just run it down.
Bro, this Hera is about to start killing their whole team. Watch. I believe the Penta. I can predict the Penta's coming this game.
I'm all about it.
With support, is he gonna go for? I wonder if Giant's gonna go for Geb again. It wasn't horrible.
Coming up close.
Misfits is catching back up in the poll.
So yeah, we did see the Hurt get locked in, then Baron Samity also getting locked in on the side
Alright.
of Don't Blink. So
I'm a little bit biased there, but I definitely liking that Baron support more. It's
yeah,
just such a great pick.
it's just it's a solid support pick. It's great. He does,
Bro.
he has the healing.
Hera's
He's got
not gonna have a good time this game.
oh yeah, this Baron is going to make her life suck. Based on that, going into we're back here, so going into phase 2 now for the last two bans. Apollo getting taken out right away. They must have been reading my mind or something. As Apollo is taken off, so no global matchup, but they have decided that take that
On
Chang'e
what, man?
out of the
Yeah.
way, so
No more waxing moons for you.
no more waxing moons. And I honestly didn't think I'd be seeing a respect Chang'e ban, but here we are. As Izanami is the second hunter being taken off. Well, technically third, but this phase, so
Just to set a way for not be able to lose pressure. I guess they want to try to get pressure in their duel lanes this game.
I think that's the key. I think they're looking to do the same thing they did last game, where they got pressure in pretty much every lane and weren't really able to do much about it.
Yeah, so
Last
far, Dope Blink's draft is looking really good.
Yeah, they have a really solid draft across the board, and I'm interested to see how they're gonna finish it off here, as Nemesis is the last band to be taken off. So don't want to deal with any of that protection tread. The double dash is good for her mobility. She's got that shield too, so taking that away. But Scylla is getting picked up, so that's going to be the mid laner of choice for Nathan DePaulo. Definitely a good pickup, lots of damage, good burst. Got her a good form of self peel as well with the teleport she's got. So hard to hard to complain about the sell pick here.
I don't know. The only thing this team is lacking is a strong front line without King Arthur. So I'm interested to see where the rest is going to go with his pick. Is he going to try to match that front line, or going to go something more backline oriented?
Yeah, definitely interested to see how that plays out. Neath being hovered right now for Dark. So interesting to see how if this Neath gets locked in, how the lane is going to go against the Trinibog. And adding a global ult never hurt anybody. Athena getting locked in for Seal Team.
Hmm. I'm scratching my mind here. I have no idea what's going on, but I can't wait to see.
Yeah, I really don't know how this is gonna play out for the Misfits roster, but Don't Blink finishes it off with a Thanatos. So
Okay, there we go. There we go. I was so scared for a second. I'm like, hold on, is that a Herc ADC? Athena ADC? Me solo?
I guess I was right that Hercules is going towards the solo lane. So yeah, I'm right. You're wrong. Haha.
Yeah, definitely. I thought he chatted out, but I respect the Athena pick. Match the global presence with Toner Brock on the open on the other team.
Yeah, that's the really only thing you can hope for with that. So, Seal Team's gonna have. Well, Seal Team, you can also say might have the quicker global rotation than the Trinibog. So, we'll see how this goes.
Oh,
Picks and bans locked in, and here comes game 2.
Yeah, so the rather did go for Athena's pick here. So it's definitely gonna be more than a back line. Going for the back line instead of like trying to contest with the front line.
Yeah, pretty true.
I don't know. Interesting to see how this goes. But definitely, the Man of Misfits have a stronger front line, so they definitely could clean up more fights.
Yeah, I like the front line from the Band of Misfits. I think Don't Blink have a lot better follow up though. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that might be a difference maker here. You know, you get a nice like life of the party Baron pull, you get like into like a Scylla Crush or an I'm a
There's
Monster.
nothing more than playing jungle and there's a Baron support, and when you're about to get a kill, he just heals his teammates. It's so annoying.
Yep. And then Thanatos with that hovering death is gonna find a lot of execute potential if he can find those. So I'm honestly really liking the Don't Blink draft. I think I'm gonna give them the edge this game.
Yeah, I agree to that. I can't wait to see this Baron play. I'm just really excited for it.
Yeah, we just gotta get in there, you know. Just gotta pop her in. Whatever that may be.
A little bit of a wait here. I don't think Sab's gonna have a good game here. They kind of like first picking Harry is never the way to go. They kind of got like counter pick.
Yeah. Well, they technically first picked the Baka. The
Oh
Hero
yeah,
one and the 2 and 3 picks, so should
maybe
be
Sab.
okay.
Maybe Sab has other plans. Like I'm probably doubting it, and then she's gonna carry their whole team.
I have faith.
They were able to do pretty good last game on that new WAP pick, which I also didn't think was gonna do that well.
Definitely think there's some potential here, so we shall see how this goes. As game 2, we are finally in. Misfits versus Don't Blink. Here we go. As everyone is loading in, actually everyone has pretty much loaded in besides the two from Don't Blink. So once those boys get in, we are going to be set to go. Gonna be interested to see if any of these building paths are gonna change or if they're gonna just keep it the same.
I wonder if Dark Foxes are gonna go attack speed here or full power. Full power Nita is pretty busted, especially with mannequins that employed. I
Yeah,
don't think we get a blue stone here. I don't mind that. It's also pretty good.
Bluestone Trans. I see a war flag by the Baron here, so that's gonna be an interesting
Oh,
pickup.
he's gonna be moving fast.
Yeah, the meditation also being picked up by a giant dog. So is going to be just trying to heal pretty much on tap.
They think they're gonna go for stacking here. And Sab
both,
is gonna go for that traditional pen build.
Both hunters going to Transcendent start, one with Caldo, one with Bluestone. A Sands of Time going for Nathan, and Sands also going for Sab.
Honestly, a game like this, I kind of wish I seen Sab go for Warlocks. It would have really helped with the amount of diving Sab being to get. I think she's a little bit more health would have definitely helped the Warlocks.
And we're seeing Lick Toilets go for like a Bluestone Transcendence route as the as Energy going a little bit more of a tanky route.
That's busted.
So Kirk is looking to run at you and kill you as fast as he can. As locked and loaded, buffs about to spawn, and the game is underway. The Abandoned Misfits and Don't Blink have started up. Green's being dropped, blue's being dropped.
Teams.
Yeah, so both teams pretty much kind of running it the same way. As Hog will drop that real quick, and both duos are on their way. But Frenzy being popped right away by SEAL Team, looking for pressure, but not looking like they are going to find the early pressure.
Yeah.
Takes away level 2, but first blood goes right away to Nathan the gets a kill right away onto Royal and puts Royal down. So what a big kill right start. Looking like that was more of a 2v2 than anything, as we're seeing an assist being granted by the Dresser too on the Thanatos. So finding the early first blood on the Baka is going to be huge for Don't Blink. Taunt going off of SEAL Team, but taunt no good. So taunt is going to be finding no one, as they kind of just gotta go back, chill, do their thing. Looking towards mid here. So just kind of doing her thing towards duo side. Alpha's being looked at. Off to the right, Dresser just doing those right side camps. Nathan just kind of chilling in mid. Not too much else, as Royal trying to take his way to level 3, trying to catch himself back up. Hercules towards Arthur there. Hercules finding the back end of it. And gonna get him under tower, so Energy. Wasn't really expecting the Arthur to get in the back end of it. Doesn't find anything off the initial slash of the 1. And that's really all that's gonna be said to it. As just kind of clearing lane. Don't Blink having a little bit more pressure on the duo side now. After Misfits going through a frenzy engage off wave 1. Going to get that neutral camp on left side, so both trying to match each other's pressure right now. As backflip being dropped. A little bit of heal off that for Dark, but nothing really else. Being run down back under their tower. Another big heal coming up. That's going to top off.
I'm looking at them right now. They might be trying to look for Invader on purple here.
Yep, here you go. Another frenzy pop by SEAL Team. Looking for the taunt. Does find some, but not going to be enough damage to really secure any kill. backflip right off the right off Dark. Try and maybe get a weave shot, but they are getting pushed under, getting very low, and kill being secured by a giant dog
It's a hill.
onto Dark Fox. What a shot, and that's gonna put her down.
Tragic Fox is hitting them autos, and then Giant Dog just comes in with the last hit.
Yeah, finds the kill, and that's a real tough break if you're Dark Fox. That's gonna put you a little bit behind, and looking towards solo. Arthur trying to get a little bit jiggy with it, gonna knock Energy, or Energy gonna knock Lick Toilets on their tower a little bit, gonna force him to retreat. Luckily, TP is available, so he'll be able to get back to lane relatively quickly.
This Transcendence for the hook is coming in soon.
Transcendence is going to be looked at very soon. That
This is very new for me, but hey, I'm guessing it's gonna be really good.
I'm expecting big things. I'm really excited to see how this is gonna pan out. The ball getting a little bit of damage on Nova. Duo lane, flip being gone right away by Dark. Gonna take her under tower, nice and easy, but gonna have to respect the dual lane of Don't Blink a little bit, as pretty much everyone on their team has taken over the 5,
there.
aside from that duo. Console, Energy getting smacked around a little bit by this Hercules. Gonna have to retreat closer back to his T1 for a little bit. Heal no good into duo. Backflip by Dark once again, trying to spread out all of these as much weaves as she possibly can. But we're looking at a potential gank coming right here. As Regurgitate going in, life of the party is being activated. Down goes Argus. Looking for shots right away. Heal gonna be good off of the big dog. But Royal jumping right back in, looking for one more auto though. Don't think he's gonna be able to find it. Here comes Seal Team, trying to get the last one, and Royal is gonna secure that kill. But Alt being forced all the way over, the Tragic Fox over the solo is gonna secure her own life, so she gets to kind of go back to base, chill, and see what's that. But a big rotation coming out from Royal onto the ultimate of Seal Team, and is going to be able to secure that kill being granted to Royal. So good job by him to try and get back.
They did rotate there, but they didn't really find anything, so just lost in some there.
Yeah. The ball looking for the Sikkim, but doesn't find Nova, so Nova gets to walk away unscathed. Purple buff invade being looked at by the Misfits. Tragic Fox is trying to look, maybe trying to secure her own purple.
Didn't get it.
Doesn't get it whatsoever. Seal Team trying
not
to
letting go of his buff. Wants his buff.
But
she wants her buff.
Gonna have to be careful as they are looking for Venture. Here comes there's
he misses. He does the haul. Still picks up the kill though.
Picks up the kill. Rezer gets one of his own, and that's gonna force a retreat on the side of the Misfits. As a purple buff invade pretty much gone wrong, unfortunately, as weren't able to drop it.
Tragic Fox was not letting go of her purple there.
Oh yeah, and with good reason too. There's no reason for her, to drop that early. Was able to kind of stand up to them and did a great job in giving her purple.
Yeah, managed to buy time for her team to rotate and get the kill there.
Yep, and a great job by her doing that. Right now, looking towards duo. Polymorph going towards the minions main just to clip Nathan, so a little bit of damage towards him. But
Nathan's been able to manage this one level lead so far.
Yeah, Nathan's been doing great. Goes for the early Book of Thoth too for some additional damage based off the mana. So Nathan's gonna be swinging pretty hard towards more of this mid to late game with that full Book of Thoth once he gets it. As Transcendence starting off by Lick Toilet, so we're gonna see if this Transcendence can really pay some dividends since it's trying to secure these guys a win. Looking towards mid, Nova just kind of chilling. She's kind of been on the chilling aspect herself for the most part. Taking a lot of solo farm, so definitely gonna help her catch up to Nathan. Looking at solo lane, here comes Energy, ulting going in onto Lick Toilet. few more to go. One more solo. He's gonna go in. He's going all in for it to try and get one more to go. And solo kill for energy. Taking down Lick Toilets. Just by flicking towards duo's side. Here we go. Tragic Fox, Dark Fox with the back. Life for the party is canceled out, but does manage to pull one. I'm a monster good, but does not connect. Regurgitate coming in, cleans up a kill of his own. Looking for a double. Royal looking for one more. All he needs is one more. Does look he's gonna get. Heal is gonna be good by a big dog.
Healed, and now they should be good there.
But coming on the back, looking for a
Royal
flank off of Royal, trying to get one more.
Royal's in the back.
One more good. Double kill is good.
Looking
For a triple. Taunt is good by SEAL Team, but is good enough to find a big dog. And unfortunately, might be a giant dog, and looks like might be able to sustain living just for a little while, but might look for a little bit more. We do have a sneaky Dredzer. Thanatos is lurking in the jungle.
Ult's not up though.
No ultimate available though, so Hovering Death might pose a problem, but is gonna get cut out. Psych is good, looking for one more off, is gonna find it. And Royal does go down. Where are KC Look like a whole bunch going down. And Nathan Apollo gets a kill of his own on the SEAL Team.
Dredzer looking for ult. Looking on somebody.
He's gonna find one. Hovering Death does secure Sapnova with the Scythe immediately after, so a very good swing of kills. That's 3 for nothing for the Don't Blink boys and girls.
Interested to see them go for a kill instead of gold.
The fire giant has arrived.
Yeah, I think they're really just trying to spread out all the pressure they can, get them down, put them behind before going for the gold Fury. I think they're looking to maybe play it a little bit slower. Maybe try and go for one more team fight win before playing out a Gold Fury push, but we shall see what happens with that. Falling back mid, Nova looking back into the action now, 2 levels down on Nathan, so gonna have to make up some levels here.
Has fully powered their obelisk. Your team has fully powered the obelisk.
Trebuchet being looked at for side, Don't Blink, but Soul Fight being looked at as Energy getting a little bit of a few hits. Knockup gonna be good on the side of Lick Toilets, gonna look for the push, and really not much else gonna be looked at towards that. As total damage right now only 18 for the Scylla, which feels like it should be more.
Nathan's just farming right now.
Yeah, Nathan's just playing Farming Simulator, so he's just kind of chilling for now. Have faith that those numbers will be skyrocketing very soon.
Yeah, once you get to those late game solo, like one ability is gonna be doing so much damage.
Definitely, just needs maybe 1, maybe 2 more items to go, and he should be living his best life when he starts popping people for pretty much half their HP with 1 crush. So, not too worried about that. Get a 2v2 in mid. How much has erupted so far? Finds a little bit of damage on the Nathan with the crushing fist. Hovering Death coming. I'm a monster comes out. Regurgitate is off the up for Royal. Royal is going to secure one. And here comes SEAL Team looking for a taunt. Unfortunately, out of distance to find it, so not going to be good enough. Royal gets a kill of his own onto the Dredzer, so Dread gonna have to go back. And definitely a good pickup for Royal getting a shutdown. So
They managed to get the Scylla Thanatos all combo down, but wasn't enough damage to actually pick up the kill.
yeah, just missing a little bit of damage there, unfortunately. Good a good use of follow-up by Nathan from the Hovering Death, but wasn't good enough to secure. So they live on another day, get some value out of it, and kind of just look to go back to farming as they are.
Interesting to see Thana pick up Soul Eater here.
It is interesting to see Thana go on the Soul Eater right here. I think really just looking to up that healing from the site, and even the slash up from his 3. But look
at that. Dark Fox is actually able to catch up in levels. I just realized that.
Yeah, she has. So 11 apiece, so looking pretty good. She is able to actually still be able to take these trades off with Tragic. As looking towards the build route, Gladiator Shield finally finished off for Energy. And he just upgraded the TP as well. So that's greater teleport for the Arthur. Other than that, nothing too much going on. Steel team going into the Pridwin as
Right here going into that Toxic Blade to get that early anti-heal on. So that Thanatos will be healing a lot.
definitely
Oh,
and
and don't forget about that Baron heal. That's
going to
also really
be
nice.
going to be a worthy pickup for Royal once he gets that online and starts being able to really abuse the items passive. So
How would you feel if they got Croissant here?
I don't hate it. Good play by a
Picked up
giant
on
dog, forcing out the beads from Nova right away. So is going to be in danger from any CC towards the next fight. So going to have to be a little bit careful.
If they hit that combo again, I think this time they're most likely to get that kill on Nova.
I think so, yeah. But a giant dog just playing a complete nuisance game with these stuns. Jump away from Royal, so he's going to get him away from Dredzer. And looking towards Solo, seeing a little fight, push away from Lick's Toilets on the Energy. And a little bit of exchange, but nothing too crazy. Haven't seen a lot of priority towards these objectives yet. Pyro and Gold both being still
Yeah,
up.
no objective has been touched at all yet.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of bad for Don't Blink. They're actually allowing to Misfits to catch up and go without getting any of those objectives.
I think so, yeah. I think what they need to do is force another fight, try and find a big win, and then push for a gold or a pyro. I think that's what they need to start doing. They might look for just to try and get everyone reset maybe one last time for another team fight, but people are coming up to these big mid-game spikes where they're getting towards these 14s, these 15s, you know.
Oh, a little bit Agent Prime subscribes to us. Thank you so much. We appreciate that so much. I'll be going straight to all the what is it called? Help me out here. I forgot the name. Where's it going again? Yes, the prize pool. That'll be going straight to the prize pool for both Challenger and Premier, if I'm not mistaken, or is it just one?
Both.
Yes, both. Thank you.
So, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime subscription for 4 months, may I add. How savage of you. So, thank you so much. Duly appreciated.
Right where I want you.
Yeah, right now, both teams are just farming it up right now.
At this point, Royal's just kind of schmoving. He's just moving, you know, fast and furious. So
He do be a speedy boy.
he is a speedy boy. You know, he's gathered his items. You know, he's got the haste in the gold plate.
Pyro here.
Finally seen some pyro, some objective play finally picked up by Don't Blink. Looking at this pyro man here.
Misfits know about this at all. They're gonna get to the free.
Misfits don't even know, so that's just a free pyro in the hands of Don't Blink. So it will be that. They're going to go back and assume their positions, and wouldn't be surprised if in a little bit we see them prioritizing maybe a Gold Fury pull here. But we'll see how that goes coming up soon. Seeing the Atalanta's already picked up by Tragic Fox going into this Wind Demon now, so crit is already on the horizon as looking like potentially a fail knot coming out from Dark Fox.
Yeah, Dark Fox is looking for that ability / crit build.
So definitely don't mind that. Nathan the Apollo has found himself a 3-level lead now on Nova in this mid lane, so is doing work from that, keeping that farming game up. Damage numbers are starting to look a little bit better, but still working on her as
Thanatos milking right now. Gotta be milking.
Dredzer gonna be milking up that Trebuchet tower, trying to get some for his team, but is gonna get the stun right off and is gonna find the beads.
So
nice beads.
look at Royal just slamming it down.
Royal runs it down
Argus
and
is able to pick up the kill.
Nova picks up the kill. So what a definitely a good pick me up for Nova. Gonna get her a little bit closer towards Nathan Apollo, as Nathan Apollo has to sit out for a hot minute as well. So hopefully Nova can find something towards this. He's gonna look for this blue buff invade Royal. So Royal finds it, gets the beads, and Frenzy is popped, and he is going. He is eating hard. He is hungry, and he devours
right now.
But here comes Hovering Death. He gets one. He lands it, and he finds Royal. Royal gets back to base. What an absolute trade. What a great play off of the Dredzer to really make it a 1-for-1 trade. And here comes the giant blink coming in from Dredzer. Scythe is good. Finds and brings Dark Fox all the way to half health, but not done there. Here comes Henergy. Henergy in the duo lane. And they're still not done there. And also Hercules joins. Lick's Toilet's also going to be joining up the duo lane fight. Gonna look for the pull. No pull found though. And isn't really able to do much. Nathan's still chilling in mid, so gonna be looking for maybe a later rotation here. Looking towards maybe a Gold Fury if they want to start posturing for it. But Royal responding already, so Royal will be hopefully right back this fight as Don't Blink is posturing for this Gold Fury. Do this little dance. A dog is gonna find
finally
the kill.
their Alfred 5v5 the game.
Yeah, definitely finally starting to get to this team fight phase here. Energy gonna find a nice little knock up on the Seal team. Seal team is on the run. Hovering Death is good. Excalibur's Wrath is coming out by Energy. Here it comes. Execute is good. The Dredzer will secure the kill, and they're not done there. Lick's Toilets was on the run.
That was nice play by Energy. He cancels the dash on D, couldn't get away with there.
Definitely, and then Gold Fury does get picked up by Don't Blink. Also, that's off to getting Seal Team just in execute range enough for the Dredzer to be able to pick it up with the execute. So, great play for both. Life of the party is going to come up by a giant dog. Isn't going to look to get any pulls, and unfortunately doesn't find it. But
just scaring people off,
Yep.
Gotta scam her away.
That's going to be it. Just gotta ult to show him you mean business. Royal back
he got
up.
that big suck energy.
Oh yeah, he's got that big suck. So, gonna have to get chased out by a few minions, but go back to the jungle. Gonna be taking as much farm as he possibly can. 2 levels up right now on the Thanatos, so Royal is in farm mode, and he means serious business. Blink coming in, is gonna look to try. Regurgitate coming out, is gonna try and find another pick, and finds a pick. Here comes Seal Team, ultimate good. And here comes Taunt, is good as well. Is still looking for a giant dog. One more, only a few more else, and is gonna get a double kill for Royal. The Bakasura is going ham right now. 7-3. You love to see it.
The Dredzer is trying to pick up a fire right now.
Dredzer is looking to pick up. Yep. Yep, going ham. Weeds is up. Here it comes.
Oh,
Hovering Death.
Yeah, that's
not good enough.
That was questionable, please.
The Great Devourer is doing what he does best in devouring.
The wall should be fire right now. I don't know why they're hesitating.
Yeah, definitely looking towards the right side of the map now. Looking like they're just gonna. Royal goes right back to his yellow. Might look towards this Pyro. Pyro not being started up yet. Finally does get picked up by Seal Team. Is only joined right now by Nova. Gonna need maybe a little bit more help to burst this down, but Royal is on the case. And Butcher Blade's coming out. Gonna try and take this, just melt this Pyro down. And that is gonna be a free objective for the Misfits. Misfits right now running 4 strong. Showing back to mid as they do. And that will be that, as they kind of just are left to their own devices. That. Looking towards Royal. Royal's trying to get a little bit swifty with it over in the solo lane, trying to maybe bait up, but might find the dread. Here comes Regurgitate. Regurgitate going in. Hovering Death is looking. He is in execute range. He does get out of execute range. Life of the party is good, but here comes the finish of Olympus. Olympus comes down. Steel Team is part of the case, but Royal still gets picked anyways by Energy. And now Steel Team's gonna get looked at. But looking for a pull, only finds one. Is it gonna be good enough? Steel Team might be left behind.
Yeah,
Argus
Royal
gets
got
scrubbed.
way too
Nathan
sneaky
the Apollo
there.
does secure the kill on the Steel Team. And then here comes the Blink. Blink is good, is being chased down. Tragic Fox is going to secure one. It might not be done there, as Sikkim is going to be good. One more is good to go. Tragic Fox, double kill for the Trinabog. And they are right now still running it down mid. 4 down. Looking for a pull, but no pull good enough, as they are going to book it right to Fire Giant.
That was bad plays by Royal. I think he's gonna do back with the rest of that team.
Fire Giant is going to pull. 5 minute, going a little bit under half. Hercules is going to try and make a play for it, but it might be a little too late. Fire Giant does get secured a little bit late on the boulder, and now he's going to get completely run at. Hovering Death is going to be going into the air, looking to land on the Herc. Herc does find it. One more, 2 more should be done, and is going to be cleared up by the Dredzer. Here's the kill onto the Hercules, and he is gone. Blue buff is also being stolen as well, and they might be looking to take this T1 on the right-hand side. There with that, and they might still keep running it. But looking like they decide fully that they're going to completely reset here. Fully backing it up.
Ooh, are we having interviews?
I have no idea.
I actually really want to. I gotta ask an important question. So why didn't it get fired when 3 down on Don't Blink?
It is what it is, though. Unfortunately, they Don't Blink is going to capitalize on that misplay. You know, getting a big team fight victory, followed by a Fire Giant as well. So they are now 5 strong, running Fire Giant, and might be looking towards this next gold figure that's popping up. But with that, running strong, we're seeing a bunch of almost full builds run up by some of these players here. Nice little push off from Lick's Toilets to get energy away, and that'll probably be it from that. Not much else, but a Giant Dog looking for a little bit of trouble. This Baron has been an absolute menace this game. With all the heals, the stuns that the stuns that he's been getting as well, he's just been really making it happen. And with that, this Hera is struggling to find damage, unfortunately. So gonna have to try and.
That Hera steps up at all. Baron's gonna stop her out.
Yeah, this Hera is. Hovering Death coming right now from Dredzer. Might be looking at going on top of Nova here, but instead goes back in. He's going back for Gertzik, going. And Royal is completely slapped him down. He is one. He is literally one. I'm a Monster coming in, finds a ton of damage, and then unable to pick it up. But a Giant Dog is going to pick up Sab Nova. They're still not done there. Jump out by Royal is going to get under Phoenix, but jumps in by Energy. Energy is going right onto Dark Fox. Dark Fox jumps away, but is not going to find anywhere to go as Energy picks up her. And here comes Royal, still trying to find something, jumps back in, trying to do as much damage as he can, but he's 1-on-3, and he gets eaten up by Energy. That's a double kill for the Arthur. As Phoenix is being taken down, left-hand side, Phoenix goes down, Trebuchet is finally joining the fight. Steel Team doesn't really have much to say about that, as the Dredzer is going to push down that mid T2. So T2 going to fall down, and let's see if they look towards the mid T2 on the right side as well, as Steel Team, alone Athena, has to try and deal with this Trebuchet. But they are also looking at this mid Phoenix, so Phoenix is going to be going down as well, and might look to just continue this streak.
They can try to play the defense.
They just don't really have any real answer to this with 2 still down, so 2 Phoenixes go for free. They're going to make that 2 T2 towers on top of that as well. Don't Blink is completely running away with this game.
Yeah, they can't really defend against King Arthur. If it's not Baka, the one that's on him, King Arthur is just allowed to do whatever he wants. There's no one else on the team that can actually stop King Arthur.
Yep, I have to agree with you there. And with Pyro being looked at as well, they're going to keep extending this lead for Don't Blink. And with Tragic already over there on left, she might be looking to position for this Primal Fury. But not much else to really go off of at that. There's
Yeah. I think
Energy is just really getting it done. He's doing exactly
oh,
what he did last game on the Achilles. He's just terrorizing this backline. And
it's really it's interesting to see how Don't Blink was actually able to win the 4v5 with the Resident not being able to be there because he got picked off in the beginning, so he just had to back.
yeah, and they had nothing to really say for it. And I think there's a big struggle right now from the band of Misfits to really try and take out target by target.
Yeah,
They're
6K on the Hera is not looking too good for her.
yeah, 6K on the Hera. Yeah, the Neath isn't too far off of the Trino's damage, but I think Neath is also having a bit of issues trying to get a lot of damage out there too. The ultimates that she's getting, she's not able to really get off those picks. Wasn't able to really find any ultimates early to mid either, so not too sure what's going to be going on with that. But Fire Giant back on the map. Looks like Misfits want to try and posture for a fight here, but they're going to have to be careful as Don't Blink. 5 strong going down. All ultimates are up for everybody on this map, and right now it might be
here.
looking
Back
like
off
a fight's going to be brewing very soon.
Neat is still in left, so they could probably make a play with that. No, she's still doing that.
Don't Blink primarily have vision over this Fire Giant, so they are in the driver's seat to be taking this objective. Royal just going to be eating up minions, going to try and fill up that
Don't
passive
get don't
meter.
take any chances right now.
Definitely. Fire Giant does get started up by Don't Blink. And Royal's looking across. Argus does get dropped on Fire Giant by Nova. A little bit early
Royal
on
is
the
trying to look for a flank. He does look in a ward though, but he's not stopping him.
Royal comes to the back, looks for a regurgitate. Like the party is coming out. Royal does get the jump away. SEAL team does come in, but SEAL team gets eaten up by Tragic Fox. Tragic gonna get the kill. Backflip going off by Dark, and they're on the retreat. But here comes Blink coming in. Energy secures the kill onto Nova. And here they come. They're running it down. Here comes Nathan Apollo. A big crush coming from Nathan is going to take a plunge. Nathan Apollo secures up him. And Tragic Fox secures up Royal. And they are still running it down. They are still looking at Lex. And Lex gets absolutely deleted. As they five-man run it down.
They kind of got caught out in the jungle. They were too slow on their back.
Yep, and that's just going to be it. Too little, too late, as they are going to be taking this set 2-0. Don't Blink is going to be securing game 2. A tremendous performance by all 5 of them running strong, and that is game. Don't Blink take the set 2-0, baby.
On that FG fight, it was just kind of split up 3v2. Baka and Athena, and then the rest of them just split off all on the back. It was kind of bad by them right there.
Yeah, and that's just pretty much it. They were trying real hard to try and get back in it, but it just kind of got out of hand, I think, a little bit too quickly, and a lot of these fights just kind of turned sour. The Hera wasn't really able to find a whole lot of damage just based on getting dove by an Arthur over and over again. The Baron just, I think the Baron was a big difference maker in this game. The heals, the life of the parties, the pulls, they were so good from a Giant Dog. Had a tremendous set out of him. Nathan Apollo was following up really well on the I'm a Monsters and Crushes. The Dreads are on the Hovering Death on the Thana, just finding tons and tons of picks off that. They all played fantastic. They all played great. It's really hard to pick a single person to give an MVP because they all played tremendous. But
I give mine to Energy.
yeah, I'd say for this game it's got to be Henry too. I think he had a terrific game and he was able to just get it done. Just quite simply as that.
Yeah, without a doubt, for the Banner Misfits, definitely went to Royal. He was just doing it all, trying his best.
Yeah, and there's not much. Yeah, okay, so I guess we do have interviews going to be interviewing the winners of the set from Don't Blink, coming with a Giant Dog, Nathan Apollo, and Tragic Fox, all going to be joining us. So welcome, welcome guys. Well, Any first thoughts about the set you guys just won?
I think the first thing that I want to say is we smited so hard in the first game that we broke the servers. Never had that happen
Indeed,
before.
indeed.
And yeah, we had to we had to get high res to fix their stuff so that we could get a game too. But they did, and we had a great time. And I'm super happy with the team. And definitely shout out to Band of Misfits. I think that they played really well. And with a sub as well. So I was impressed by the competition, but happy with how my team performed.
Any
Close game.
thoughts coming from Giant Dog and Tragic?
Well, I'm just wondering why there was no Chernobog ban. I feel like the Chernobog was putting in work.
Correct.
Have to agree there. Game one, we definitely saw the Trinidad put in massive work. Game two, not so much, but just also as well at the same time. If that makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
so game
last
one, they were
Shutterbug play in the Baka was really nice though. You just alternate and able to pick up that last kill on him.
Yeah, that was crazy. I wasn't even expecting it. Just hit the basic and he was dead.
So Nathan, we got to talk about something.
Hmm.
I want to talk to you about the Chang'e pick. Where did that
Yeah.
come from?
All right. Well, so we had a good feeling that we were going to see a Nuwa mid. And so it's kind of like, well, how do you play around a Nuwa mid? Do you want to ban it? Do you want to try and take it? I don't think Nuwa is super good in the meta right now. So it really came down to, well, what counters Nuwa? And the best thing I could come up with is if I could heal up the Nuwa ults, because late game, that's where she's annoying. You do, 25, 30% of your carry's health in an ult, and that's how you're starting a fight. So that was the thinking, is that I could counter the Nuwa ults with Chang'e healing. I could, immune the stuns, which is maybe one of the big factors of what makes her a factor in the game, and just stay on it. And the other thing is I can be aggressive in the mix. That's where I feel like I play best. And so, I felt good about it. And then the long range stuns. All of that is what made Chang'e feel real good in
Those
that game.
waxing moons were such on point.
Yeah, the Chang'e ults were a force to be reckoned with game one, and
It,
I think that was a big factor in the early game for you
there
guys.
was at least 3 times that it was called in comms. Oh, they're out. We can't get it. And I'm like, I think so. Hit that waxing moon and just max ranged it. Felt good about that.
Definitely to be seen. We all saw it with our own two eyes, and you definitely had a really strong game one, and no different game two for all you guys. What were you guys thinking going into game two? What was the did you
We
guys
were
want to do
thinking
the same?
we needed to watch objective secure. They pulled the first couple of objectives out from under us, and we kind of thought we had them free, and we didn't. And so we very much were talking about like respecting the damage that they have, respecting their CC, and playing around it a little bit better. And so I think maybe there was a little less individual standout on that game, but I was real happy with our overall team play and how we coordinated, because I feel like that wins games against strong teams.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You guys were really well put together and just always on point with your teamwork.
Thank you.
I really like how you guys went a draft too. Like it feels like you guys knew exactly what you were going into in drafting wise, and every god played was just always combining with each other.
Yeah, it took a while for us to kind of get together. This was our first game as a team, of course. I think that's true for a lot of teams right now. It's early, but it took us a while to get together and actually get like teams or team games together. So we were trying to talk about things that worked well together, combos, things that we could pull out and be comfortable with. And so I was happy with our draft as well. I think that we did that well.
Really fun games for sure.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, Giant. Tell me about that Baron pick on the support. I just loved it.
Yeah, they were doubting, but I felt like I needed to whip it out. And I don't know. Baron's kind
They're
of hot right
doubting
now.
the Baron.
We saw. I didn't really want to play Ganesh again either, even though I had a nice game one. But it
Yeah,
was.
that was a fun. I honestly thought they were gonna ban the Ganesh. That Ganesh was phenomenal game one.
Yeah, I like the constant it's really the beads burning that you get from Baron with his three, just consistent, and has tons of setup. But that was the big thing with just the objectives, and then weird win for them, and when they were getting stolen, that felt really bad. So it was just getting off them and just starting the team fight, which is like huge for our team.
I'm just gonna say there's not too many games where you consider a support taking the MVP, but this was definitely one of them.
The Baron felt nice.
It was
Like
Thank you.
it can be hard to land Scylla things, unset up, and between his roots, which are super telegraphed, and his ult, which you can kind of see the CC coming, it's good for
Oh,
a slow reflexes guy like me.
Yeah.
but yeah, the Baron ult coming in to save me from that Baka firefight was really clutched. I love the Baron pick right there.
Yeah, it's actually massive. I love that. I was like, it's so tough to like peel off a Bakasura that just has a hasten and can get there so quick. He was doing so much. I was like, I just have to try something. That was big.
excellent, excellent. I just want to quickly one last thing. I want to talk about the solo laner for you guys, Energy. He was an absolute force to be reckoned with that game. How is he for you guys?
I don't know. He got
Oh,
first blood in the first game. Like he was the one who died first. So I'm looking for replacements, right?
Yeah,
No, I
he's
think
got
energy is great. He's got great energy. He's got a low key voice in everything he delivers, and he's very matter of fact. But his calls are on point. His mechanics are top notch. There was an Uller ban that you saw in there. I'm 100% sure that's for Energy because none of us play Uller, and he does a lot of dual maining, and his Uller's insane. So they knew to look out.
We did our homework. Yep. He is a masters with 2997, I think, MMR in ranked duel.
Yeah, he is a strong solo
Yeah,
laner because of that.
he's reliable. That's what it is.
He is.
Really gets it done.
well, I gotta go, guys. So thank you so much for having me, and I'll catch you guys later.
Good
No
games,
problem.
tragic.
Thanks for playing. Good game.
Peace.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Peace out.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me.
No problem.
I just stopped on by to say GG's. Good games, all.
Nova, this is very important. I needed to know this.
Yeah.
When you guys got 3 kills, right, and everybody's down, and you guys are just walking around, why did no one make the call for fire there?
Unfortunately, I think we were very versed in our call outs, calling enemy missing. I think we just had a, lack of warding, and it was definitely a fight for positioning anywhere. And it was kind of, unfortunately we were sporadically spread across the map. And I think Dark can definitely vouch for that one. Seal did great with those calls, and I think we definitely meant to go to objectives. And then it was like, oh, okay, so now maybe we can grab this pick real quick. And unfortunately, in those games, it just kind of got turned around on us.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It was kind of hectic all the time. It was like a lot of fight, a lot of fighting, but not a lot of objective calling.
Yeah, I think Dark can touch base on that one and Seal.
So the big question that I'm curious about is game one. The Trinabog was obviously a very big factor in their win. What was the process in letting it go game two in the pick ban phase?
Well, I mean, so just speaking personally, I know Tragic was on my team last season, and she's skilled at whatever hunter you put her on. So not really possible to ban her out. We didn't feel like the Cherno in particular was the problem so much as Tragic was the problem.
That's good.
Okay, that's fair.
And other teams, beware, Tragic is a problem.
Yes.
She does believe that you should have banned it though, since the global pressure she had.
I think when it came down to, the banning phase, it was kind of just trying not to, target band, if you will, for one specific person. It's kind of looking at as a whole into what we wanted to go into and kind of, what we thought they were going to pick. It was kind of outweighing one choice over another, for sure.
Fair enough. So how are you guys going out of this set? What's kind of the takeaways from this game? What are you guys looking to change or improve on going into the next week's match?
Well, we're just going to keep playing together, continue to gel. Obviously, we stole a bunch of objectives, which is great, especially game one, right?
Plays ready to
But
go.
but ideally, we would like to be first. So get a pick, get an objective, that kind of a thing, and be the ones actually doing those objectives that way. I think it really came apart when it came to late game team fighting. So just being together, um, in terms of especially positioning and making sure we're all in the same fight at the same time. Otherwise, we just got picked off onesie twosie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times you guys are split out, and they were just capitalizing on that and just killing you guys off.
It was definitely hard on that too, especially, you know, I know at one instance, towards the end of that second game, trying to fight for that, fire giant, but we had to ensure the defense side of left lane for those minions coming up to Phoenix, which unfortunately was dark. So that there goes our ADC, and it's hard to try to find that right positioning, especially in my case as a Hera, and I ended up ulting a little bit too early because I didn't hear those sound cues, and especially because it seemed like it's like, okay, where's a ward? How far are they pushing that, trying to effectively try to steal it, but unfortunately that's not how it worked out.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
And on top of that, anything else? Any last comments before we end this bad boy off?
Well, so there is the Izamami's up next, so we're going to be rolling production right on into that.
Oh, I cannot wait for this set. I love me some
Oh,
Kingfisher.
so don't go anywhere, guys. We got another group coming in.
I have to play our game in an hour, don't I? Really? Aww.
What
All
about
right,
the
well, let's sign off
newbie?
on this one, and we will go ahead and start up the fresh stream with the Izamamis.
All right.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back shortly.